The Legend of Jimmy Spoon by Kristiana Gregory, Chapter 37, Council. Snow was falling when Chief Pocatello, the White Plume, rode into camp with several warriors. Frost steamed from the horses' mouths, and huge white flakes settled on their manes and forelocks. Smoke curled up from the big teepee where Washakie and the visitors sat. When Jimmy tried to enter, Mozo stopped him. "Go away, Dawi." Jimmy ran to Old Mother's teepee. Hanabi was there nursing her baby, and both women were crying. "What's going on?" Jimmy asked, afraid there would be another war. They didn't answer. The powwow went on for 4 days. When Jimmy approached his friends, or Old Mother, they became silent. He felt cold. The council must be talking about him. On the 5th day, Washakie sent for Jimmy. Jimmy stooped under the flap and found 15 Shoshone sitting in a large circle around the fire. He sat cross-legged at Washakie's right. For a long while, the only sound was the crackling of flames in the warm tent. Finally, Chief Pocatello spoke. "How many winters are you, Dawi?" 14.5, sir. Were you captured or did you run away from your people? I ran away. Gamu and Napa gave me a pony so I could ride with them to their camp. Jimmy was so nervous he could have talked all day. Should he explain that they had thought his visit would be just for a day or two? Pocatello sat quietly. His face didn't give away his thoughts. Jimmy was worried about what the notorious chief might be planning. "You may go now," White Plume said finally. Jimmy ran back to his teepee where Old Mother and Hanabi asked him question after question. That night, another council met in Washakie's big teepee. Pocatello sat opposite Jimmy. "How long have you lived with the Shoshone?" the chief asked. "This is my 3rd winter. Have you been mistreated?" Jimmy thought about that. He decided not to tell on Poog and Big Fish Girl or their mothers. "I have been treated very well." "Why did you run away from your people?" Jimmy hesitated. "I was mad at my father. He wouldn't let me have a horse." The chief said nothing. Then their silence filled Jimmy with shame. A log, burning in a ring, collapsed into the coals with a hiss. Finally, Washakie spoke. His eyes were cast down. "Dawi, would you rather live with Indian people or white people?" Jimmy knew the answer, but still there was a catch in his throat. "Indians," he said proudly. The council broke up. Late that evening, Jimmy again asked Washakie what was going on. "We will know at sunrise." Jimmy lay awake all night, and that's the end of chapter 37.